So here we are talking about Guilford's structure of intellect model. So Guilford basically talked about psychology in terms of creativity. So he adopted the factor analytic technique and isolated various factors of thinking to separate creativity and other skills from IQ. So his assessment was that he isolated various factors of thinking and he wanted to separate creativity and other skills from the IQ. And the major factors he divided were under first content, second product, and third process. So here he isolated five factors under content heading, another six factors under product heading, and another five factors under the process heading. So this is overall brief overview of Guilford's structure of intellect model. So we will take one by one all the factors. So 5 multiplied by 6 multiplied by 6. So total of 150 skill areas is what Guilford is talking about. So total 150 skill areas he wanted to separate creativity and these skills from the IQ. So his assessment was as a factor analytic technique. So we'll talk about content, we'll talk about product, and we'll talk about process. So this is a rough structure of Guilford's 150 skill areas that he divided under content, product, and process. So that is represented in form of a cuboid where 5 factors are under content, 6 factors are under product, and 3 factors are under process. So Guilford analyzed the first factor content under 5 sub factors: visual, auditory, symbolic, semantic, and behavioral. So let's talk about that one by one. Visual. So first sub factor under the factor content is visual. So visual means information from senses. So colors, shapes, and size, that comes under visual factor. Second sub factor under the factor content is auditory. So it again is the information from senses, but it is in terms of the sound. So auditory means sound, any audio. So after visual and auditory, the third sub factor under content is symbolic. So as it says, symbolic means words and the symbols. So the symbols can be designs, numbers, or letters. Anything that symbolizes a thought process or creativity. So designs, any design, any number, or any letter, that comes under symbolic subfactor, that is under content. After symbolic, the next subfactor under content is semantic. So semantic means the meaning of the words. So Guilford has defined semantic as one of the factors of intellect model. The last factor defined under content is very important, that is behavioral, that is connected more with your mental state and your behavior, like your action, your expression. So that overall defines your behavioral pattern. That is also one very important factor of Guilford's intellect model. So the second factor group, I will call it as group, Guilford has defined as the product. So product includes unit, classes, relations, systems, transformations, and implications. We'll talk about that one by one. So the first factor under heading product, Guilford has defined as unit. So unit means individual pieces of information. That can be words, shapes, even a facial expression also that can be considered as unit. So that is an important factor under heading product. When we organize these units into meaningful groups, that become classes. So the next factor under product is defined as classes. For example, a group that can be defined as people, that is of men and women. So men and women make people. So that people can be defined as a group, and men is a single unit, women is a single unit. So people is the classes and men and women are units. Next, very important factor under the heading product Guilford has defined is relations. Relations means that relates between the pairs of units. So if date is a unit and today is a unit, so date relationship is today's date. So that relation between the pairs of units, that is an important factor according to Guilford, and that he has defined under product headings. After relations, the next factor is systems, that comes under product. So system is somehow similar to relations only, but that is the relationship between more than two units. So if we take the example of relation where we related date with today, so we can relate date with today and interview. So what is the date? Today, and today is some interview going to happen. According to Guilford, a very important factor of intellect model is transformation, where that defines to understand the changes in the information. So that is termed as the transformation. The transformation becomes a very important factor that comes under product according to Guilford. So the information can be anything like, for example, today's weather is very humid, and then the change in information will be now it is raining. Implications. The last factor under the product heading Guilford has defined is as implication, where it gives a certain set of information. If we are given a certain set of information, one might expect other information to be true. Given the two sets of information that it is a humid weather and it is going to rain, another set of information that can be expected is that it is going to be work from home because travel will be difficult due to rain. Operations. The third set of factor that Guilford has defined in his structure of intellect model is operation, that is subdivided into cognition, memory, divergent production, convergent production, and evaluation. So we are going to talk about these in brief, one by one. Cognition is the first factor under the heading operation as defined by Guilford in his structure of intellect model. So cognition means recognizing the words or shapes. It also means the behavior, that is the changes in the expression, how you behave. That comes under cognition. That is very important factor as per Guilford's intellect model. Memory, a very important factor under operation. Memory means, as we know, storing and retrieving the information. So it can be further divided into behavior units and semantic units. So behavior unit can be faces or any figure where you can actually analyze the behavior. Semantic units can be puns or any words, the meaning of that. So that is storing and retrieving the information of these units. So that means storing and retrieving the information of behavior and semantic units. Next factor Guilford defined under operation is divergent production. So divergent production means large number of unit that fits into a single unit. Like for example, a circle. If you see a circle, it reminds of all the things that is in the shape of circle. So if you say circle, so it can be a wall, watch, or it can be anything that is circular, that is a soccer ball or anything that is in a circular shape. So divergent production means any large number of units that fits into a single unit. So circle here is a single unit, and anything that is in a circular form defines as a large number of units. So that is divergent production. The single best solution to any problem or any information, that is called the convergent production as per Guilford, and that is very important aspect of his structure of intellect model. So convergent means any single unit that is defined as a perfect solution to a problem. So this differs from the divergent production, where there is a fixed answer to a specific question. So if I say circular, that means circular watch. That will be a specific answer to watch. So but in divergent, large number of units, that is anything that is circular, that will fit into the single unit of circle. So anything that we see circular in shape, that will be considered as a circle. That is the divergent production. But in convergent, there is one single answer to a single question or a problem. Evaluation, that is very important factor under operation. So evaluation itself says that the ability to make any judgment, that is a very important aspect of the intellect model, where we are able to make any judgment about any situation or about any solution to a problem. So that was a brief summary of Guilford's structure of intellect model, where he has defined intellect in terms of the factor analytic technique, that where he has isolated various factors of thinking to separate creativity and other skills from IQ. So as per Guilford, psychology and creativity are interrelated. So here is a quick revision of what we have discussed in the previous session.